Good evening. This is All India Radio Kohima. I am Nobin Pradhan with the evening news, and these are the headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to meet state chief ministers tomorrow through video conferencing. Union Minister for Development of Northeastern Region says Northeast students of Delhi University will not have to vacate the hostels in view of the lockdown. Principal Director, Nagaland School Education cautions on reopening of schools in any manner that is in violation of the lockdown order, and Mother's Day being celebrated across the globe today. The details. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will hold a meeting with the state chief ministers tomorrow at 3 p.m. through video conference. This will be the fifth such meeting since the nationwide lockdown in the country. Prime Minister Modi will discuss issues related to COVID-19, including on the decision of further easing out the nationwide lockdown. Union Minister for Development of Northeastern Region Dr. Jitendra Singh today clarified that the Northeast students of Delhi University will not have to vacate the hostel in view of the lockdown. In a tweet, he said the issue that arose last night as a result of eviction notice to some of them to leave the hostel has been sorted out. Dr. Singh said he has spoken to the Vice Chancellor over the issue and students can continue to stay where they are. Earlier, some students from the Northeast were asked to leave the hostel amid the nationwide lockdown. Principal Director School Education Shanawaz C has cautioned all government and private schools in Nagaland that reopening of schools in any manner that is in violation of the lockdown order issued by the government shall be prohibited. In a notification, Shanawaz informed that few schools in the state have reportedly issued notifications regarding resuming of classes in a phased manner, which is in violation of the lockdown order issued by the government. He informed that severe disciplinary action will be initiated against the violators as per appropriate provisions of the law. The principal director further directed all parents and guardians not to send their children to schools until official orders for reopening of schools are issued by the competent authority. The Health Ministry has said that a total 7,740 facilities, including hospitals in 483 districts, have been identified in all the states and union territories for treatment of novel corona patients. It said there are 6,56,769 isolation beds, including 99,492 oxygen-supported beds and 34,076 ICU beds in the country. The states and union territories have been requested by the central government to notify and upload the assigned 3 types of COVID-dedicated facilities on their websites for further public information. Health Ministry said that 32 states and union territories have already uploaded the information on their websites, public information platforms, and the rest are in the process of doing the same. National Disaster Management Authority (NDMA) has issued guidelines for restart of manufacturing industries after the lockdown. In its guidelines, NDMA said state governments will ensure that off-site disaster management plan of the respective major accidental hazard unit are up to date and preparedness to implement them is high. It has also advised that all responsible officers of the district will ensure that the industrial on-site disaster management plans are also in place and cover standard operating procedures for the safe restarting of the industries during and after the COVID-19 lockdown. For workers, the NDMA in its guidelines has advised for 24 hours sanitization of the factory premises. For entrance health checks, it said temperature checks of all employees should be done twice a day and workers showing symptoms should not report to work. India has sent the Indian naval ship Kesari to Maldives, Mauritius, Madagascar, Comoros and Seychelles, carrying on board 2 medical assistant teams, consignments of COVID-related essential medicines and essential food items. The External Affairs Ministry said in a statement that this was in response to requests by the countries for assistance in dealing with the pandemic. The medical assistant teams will be deployed in Mauritius and Comoros and help the governments deal with COVID emergency and dengue fever. Meanwhile, INS Jalashwa arrived in Cochin port this morning carrying 698 persons evacuated from the Maldives. The ship is berthed at BTP jetty and the disembarkation procedures are being carried out at Samudrika Cruise Terminal. The group comprises 595 males and 103 females. Of this, 14 are children below 10 years and 19 pregnant women. Though majority of passengers are from Kerala and Tamil Nadu, there are residents of 18 other states and union territories also in the ship. You are listening to the news from All India Radio, Kohima. The massive evacuation operation Vande Bharat mission to bring back stranded Indian nationals in several countries due to the coronavirus outbreak continues in full swing on the fourth day today. Under the mission, thousands of Indians stuck in different parts of the world are being brought back by air and sea. A Vande Bharat mission flight from Kuala Lumpur arrived at Trichy International Airport last night with 177 passengers. This is the third aircraft to land in the state with the evacuees from abroad. The passengers have been quarantined after taking samples to test for COVID-19 infection. Another aircraft is scheduled to reach Chennai from Kuwait with about 200 passengers tonight. Meanwhile, the special flight under this mission arrived from Singapore at Mumbai's Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj International Airport this afternoon. Earlier in the wee hours, the special flight brought back 239 stranded Indian nationals from London. The total confirmed cases of coronavirus infected persons across the country has reached 62,939. Out of these, 19,358 patients have been cured so far, taking the overall recovery rate to 30.75%. In Nagaland, the total number of samples sent for testing is 862, while the number of negative results is 806. Total number of samples sent after 3 p.m. yesterday till 3 p.m. today is 14. The total number of sample results awaited is 56. Principal Secretary Home Abhijit Sinha, while informing on inter-district movement of stranded persons, said that citizens desirous of returning to the state have started applying through the returnees declaration form on the website iamstranded.nagaland.gov.in. Sinha informed that as of 4 p.m. today, more than 15,500 have applied and have requested government arrangements for transportation. Sinha further informed that so far a total of 7,409 passengers in 281 buses have travelled back to their respective districts from various locations of the state. Meanwhile, a total of 25 persons left from Meghalaya this morning from Mokokchung district, making it the first batch of stranded people to go outside the state. Since the outbreak of the COVID-19 pandemic, the state government has taken preventive and containment measures through different approaches. Though so far no positive cases of coronavirus has been reported in Nagaland. The state government, under the initiative of Empowered Group, has set up quarantine centers at BSUP buildings, Meriema and K. Badze, Rosoma, for accommodation of people coming from outside the state. The Empowered Group has provided logistics and basic amenities to the occupants and handed over to the medical department for operation. 545 and 254 beds, each with toilet and bathroom attached, have been kept ready at K. Badze and Meriema for quarantine purposes. In addition to that, 10 beds have also been set up at ATI Kohima. Mother's Day is being celebrated in many parts of the world today. The day is celebrated on the second Sunday of May and dedicated to the special bond between the mother and the child. It is believed that Mother's Day was first celebrated in the US in the year 1908 when a woman named Anna Jarvis held a memorial for her mother at St. Andrew's Methodist Church in Grafton in West Virginia. Since then, the second Sunday of May came to be celebrated as Mother's Day worldwide and is currently celebrated in over 170 countries globally. Celebration of Mother's Day this year is different than the previous years as most of the countries are currently under lockdown. In Nagaland, the day was observed with prayers and holding special services at one's respective homes. Church leaders also delivered special messages on the occasion through live stream videos and social media. Meanwhile, Chief Minister Neiphiu Rio has extended greetings to all the mothers on the occasion. In a tweet, Rio invoked the blessings of the Almighty to bestow wisdom and good health to all the mothers as they teach the art of living to their children. Deputy Commissioner Mokokchung Limawapang Jamir distributed gifts to mothers and widows on the occasion of Mother's Day today. During a program conducted under Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao campaign, along with the district administration, 250 women and widows received gifts and nutritional food items. Deputy Commissioner Mokokchung Limawapang Jamir, in an order issued last evening, stated that there will be a complete sealing of the two interstate check gates bordering Assam, namely Sutapela and Watiyongpang. The order was necessitated in view of the reported COVID-19 positive cases in Jorhat district, Assam. The order bars movement of all people and vehicles without any exceptions with immediate effect. The order further stated that any person or group found violating the order will be liable to be punished under Section 188 of the Indian Penal Code. And to end the news, a reminder of the headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to meet state chief ministers tomorrow through video conferencing. Union Minister for Development of Northeastern Region says Northeast students of Delhi University will not have to vacate the hostels in view of the lockdown. Principal Director, Nagaland School Education, cautions on reopening of schools in any manner that is in violation of the lockdown order, and Mother's Day being celebrated across the globe today. And that is all we have in this news evening. Good night.